All right, we have another 380 ACP versus 38 special pocket gun test. I haven't done one of these in a really long time. I haven't pulled out the old 342 PD in a really long time. With the current situation, it's kind of hard to find ammunition, so I'm just going through what I have and testing stuff that I've kind of tested before, but not through the Juggernaut box, not specifically through certain guns. I have not tested this 38 special through this airweight gun here, but I did test it through the 2-inch 357 Magnum. And this 380, I kind of tested it in the past in a rudimentary way. I did not test it through the Juggernaut box, just in plain water jugs. So we're going to bring these both out, silver tips, and see what we get here. Now the 380 is an 85 grain rated at 1,000 feet per second. The 38 special is a 110 grain rated at 945 feet per second. And the past test in the 2-inch 357, I got 889 feet per second average. So I want to see how this little 1 7/8 inch barrel compares to the 2-inch barrel 357, and see if we still get close to that 889 feet per second. So we're going to go through the chronograph, see what kind of velocity and accuracy we get at the same time. Then we're going to go through the Juggernaut box, which contains a 1 3/4 inch pack of bologna. That kind of simulates about a pectoral muscle size, covered by 4 layers of denim, followed by 1/4 inch medium density fiberboard that kind of simulates ribs or sternum, what that would do to a bullet and to water jugs to catch these bullets, and how this normally compares to ballistic shells. Out the back of jug 2, we're talking about 12 inches, back of jug 3 about 15 inches, back of jug 4 18 inches, and so forth. So let's get started with the test between the 380 ACP and 38 special in pocket guns, Winchester Silvertips. All right, first up we have the 380 ACP. This is actually my carry around for a long time in this pistol because it was one of the ones that seemed to feed a little bit better than most. So we'll see what we get for velocity and accuracy. About 5 yards from the target, 4 yards from the chronograph. 380 ACP silver tips. Not get a read on that. 919. 896. No read. No read. I don't know why this isn't reading today. Some more rounds in here. Alright, I'll keep going with this. See if I can get some more reads. 913. No read. 895. 886. So we got our finally got there with our 5-shot average. Now let's see how that 38 special compares. All right, 38 special. Now the question is, are we going to get close to 889 like we got through the 2-inch barrel? Will we lose some? Let's see. 900. I forgot this gun shoots kind of low for me. That's a little close to the chronograph. I'm going to have to aim a little bit higher. So 900. 955. 895. No read. No read. I'm going to get some more rounds and see if I can get a few more readings with this. Alright, we'll keep going with this, see if I can get a few more readings. 895. 890. I don't think that read. 886. That's not accurate read. 936. So we definitely did not lose any velocity going from a 2-inch barrel down to a 1 7/8. We actually gained velocity. Pretty interesting. And please don't comment about my chronograph. It's just some days the lighting just doesn't want to work for me, and it's kind of one of those days where the beams of light are coming down. The only way to fix that would be to like build an entire roof over it and then use artificial lighting, but for the most part it works okay. Now let's hit the ballistic box, see how these two rounds compare to each other. All right, first up we have the 380 ACP. We'll see what we get here. All right. All right, the baloney pack is still attached here. And what we got kind of surprises me a little bit here. Well, not so much. But it looks like we definitely had expansion in the baloney pack. Not a huge amount of damage in the baloney pack, but as it hit that fiberboard, definitely already expanding. So that's an expanded hollow point going through that. Now let's see what we got in water jugs. All right, first jug has a lot of debris, a lot of fiberboard in here, and as I'm talking about this, we have the bullet in jug 1. There's definitely a big dent out the back and a big dent in jug 2, so that's going to indicate about 10 inches of ballistics gel comparison penetration, so really quite low. I honestly was not expecting to see what I got here. This entire bullet exploded. We have 3 pretty big lead fragment chunks. We have part of the jacket here. We have the core that's absolutely exploded. I've never seen anything quite like that, but judging from what we hear about, like the 1986 Miami shootout where the 9mm Silvertip failed to penetrate and stop an attacker, we're kind of seeing that with this 380 version. Now let's see how the 38 Special compares. All right, 38 Special version. I am going to be a little bit closer with this shot because of how low this particular gun will place these rounds. So I want to make sure I hit this thing, line up the muzzle right. So see what we got. All right, perfect shot. All right, what we're seeing through the baloney pack is actually a huge amount of damage. It really chunked out a lot of that meat there. And where it impacted, it looks like it wasn't expanding a whole lot as it hit, but then it started to expand a lot more as soon as it hit this fiberboard. But it's definitely expanding. Now let's see what we got in water jugs. So jug 1 is completely split out the side. We typically see that with 9mm hollow points and graders, so that's pretty good. That's dumping that kind of energy. Impact is slightly to the left for me. Impact in jug 2 is significantly to the left, and the exit out the back is significantly to the left. It looks like it completely missed jug 3, and it's laying in the box. So we're going to have to call that it's probably about 13 inches comparison to ballistics gel. Had enough energy to completely go through and land in the box. And we definitely have better performance with the 38 Special, but not perfect performance. So how do these rounds compare to each other? How do they rate? That 380 ACP, we definitely saw under penetration. And with rounds like that, it's not that they won't work. When we look at the low penetration, and we're getting comparisons about 10 inches, what that means is it will work if a front-on shot is made. What it means is it will not reliably work if we go through a side shot. So that's kind of what the FBI protocols are for with the ballistics gel, or anything that can compare to the ballistics gel like my testing here. It's going to show that it's not going to be a reliable stopping round through a side shot. It would definitely stop and not get enough penetration. This is kind of, I would suspect this wouldn't either. This would definitely probably do a better job in a front end shot than even that 380, but not particularly wonderful ammunition here, but pretty decent amount of power for a standard pressure out of a little 1 7/8 inch snub, and pretty good performance. That 380 though, not so much. It's reliable, I'll give it that, but it's probably reliable because the lead is so soft that if it hits the feed ramp and something ain't quite right, it'll kind of deform a little bit and then go in. So it's a reliable round, and it's definitely going to reduce the chances of over penetration for sure. So that might be a good round for somebody if they want a reliable round. 38 Special is okay. So that's what you get today between the 380 ACP and 38 Special and pocket guns with the Winchester Silvertip ammunition. So as always, comment, share, and like, and thanks for watching.